Welcome to Law Logical, your go-to channel for all things legal. Today, we're delving into a topic that is gaining more and more recognition in India, yet remains shrouded in mystery for many: prenuptial agreements. As the name suggests, this is an agreement that couples enter into before they tie the knot. But why would anyone want to do that, you might ask? Well, that's exactly what we're here to demystify today. In this video, we'll be taking you through the ins and outs of prenuptial agreements, giving you a clear understanding of what they are and why they're increasingly relevant in the Indian context. We'll also be weighing up the benefits and potential drawbacks of these agreements so you can form your own informed perspective. So buckle up and get ready for a fascinating journey into the world of prenups. Now you may be asking, what exactly is a prenuptial agreement? A prenuptial agreement, also known as a prenup, is a legally binding contract created by two people before they get married. But what does it really entail? Let's dive in. At its core, a prenuptial agreement is a financial plan. It's all about managing expectations and responsibilities in a marriage, particularly when it comes to financial matters. This contract is designed to outline the division of property and financial responsibilities of each party in the event of a divorce. Let's break it down a bit more. A prenuptial agreement typically includes provisions for the division of property and spousal support in the unfortunate event of divorce or breakup of marriage. It may also contain terms for the forfeiture of assets as a result of divorce on the grounds of adultery. Conditions of guardianship may be included as well. But it's not all about division and separation. A prenuptial agreement also provides a platform for couples to discuss financial matters openly and honestly before tying the knot. This can lead to a stronger, healthier relationship moving forward. Now, you might be thinking, well, this all sounds very practical. Why wouldn't everyone get one? The answer to that is complex. For one, discussing a potential divorce before you're even married can be uncomfortable, even taboo for some. It can also create a sense of mistrust or unease. But the most significant reason is that prenuptial agreements are not as commonly recognized or enforced in all countries. In many Western countries, prenuptial agreements are standard practice. They're seen as a sensible step for any couple getting married, particularly when significant wealth or assets are involved. However, in some countries like India, prenuptial agreements are not as common. The reasons for their relative scarcity are multifaceted and deeply rooted in cultural, legal, and societal norms. So, why are these agreements not as common in India as they are in other countries? Well, that's a conversation for our next segment. Stay tuned. In India, prenuptial agreements are not very common, and there are a few reasons for this. When we delve into the cultural and social context of India, we find that the concept of prenuptial agreements is often seen as a foreign import. Many Indians believe that discussing the division of assets before marriage can stoke mistrust and doubt, which contradicts the traditional belief of marriage being a sacred and lifelong commitment. Furthermore, the social stigma attached to prenuptial agreements is quite significant. It's often perceived as a tool for the wealthy, leading to misconceptions that it's an agreement that only protects the rich. This misconception deters many from considering it as an option. Moving on to the legal aspect, the Indian legal system doesn't formally recognize prenuptial agreements. Indian marriage laws, governed by personal laws of each religion, do not include provisions for prenuptial agreements. The Indian Contract Act of 1872, which governs contracts in India, doesn't specifically mention prenups either. However, the courts have, in a few cases, taken such agreements into consideration during divorce proceedings. Yet, the enforceability of prenuptial agreements remains a gray area, as it often comes down to the discretion of the court. Moreover, a prenuptial agreement can be challenged in court on various grounds like coercion, fraud, or unfair provisions, adding to the uncertainty of its validity. To add to this complex scenario, there's a general lack of awareness about prenuptial agreements. Many people are simply unaware of the concept or its potential benefits, further reducing its prevalence. Despite these challenges, are there any benefits to having a prenuptial agreement in India? The answer is yes, and we'll delve into that in the next segment. But remember, it's important to consult a legal expert before deciding on a prenuptial agreement, given the complexities of the Indian legal system. While prenuptial agreements are not for everyone, they can provide some important benefits. let's dive into some of the potential advantages and disadvantages that come with these agreements. To start with the positives, prenuptial agreements can offer clarity. They lay out the financial expectations and responsibilities of each partner right from the get-go, eliminating any ambiguity that might cause disputes down the line. Additionally, prenuptial agreements can significantly reduce conflicts in the unfortunate event of a divorce. By pre-deciding the division of assets, the process becomes less contentious, allowing for a smoother transition. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Prenuptial agreements also have their drawbacks. One significant downside is the potential to create distrust between partners. The very act of drafting a prenuptial agreement can imply a lack of faith in the longevity of the marriage, which might sow seeds of doubt and suspicion. Another disadvantage is that prenuptial agreements may not always be seen as fair. If one partner has significantly more assets than the other, the less wealthy partner might feel pressured into signing an agreement that doesn't protect their interests adequately. In conclusion, prenuptial agreements are a personal decision that should be made after careful consideration. It's crucial to weigh the potential benefits against the possible pitfalls, and ultimately, the decision should be one that both partners feel comfortable with. So, there you have it, a simple breakdown of prenuptial agreements in India. We've demystified this often misunderstood concept, covered its definition, relevance in the Indian context, and its potential benefits and drawbacks. The key takeaway is that prenuptial agreements offer a proactive approach to protect one's interests. Remember, knowledge is power, particularly when it comes to legal matters. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to Law Logical for more legal insights.